If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high-quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Cashing Out on VSiN, the sports betting network.
All right, let's have some fun. It is time for Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo, taking you through your Thursday night through the conclusion of this Denver Nuggets Oklahoma City Thunder game. We are going to get a Game 7 over the weekend in OKC. The Denver Nuggets went down at halftime after that early 30-20 lead. Thunder stormed back late first quarter, second quarter, and the Denver Nuggets, it's been all Denver here down the stretch in the fourth quarter. They are going to send this baby to a Game 7. 109-95, currently your score in the Mile High City. And it looks like we are probably going to come up a dash short on our Jokic over 28.5 points. He's sitting there at 23. 14 boards. If he doesn't get another, that's going to lose on the hook. Astronomical total, 14.5 boards for Jokic. 8 assists. That's a series high for Joker. Hasn't had more than 6, and he's been getting knocked for the assist to turnover ratio this series. Well, he's got 8 dimes and 0 turnovers in this game. And look, he may not get there. We'll see. We need 6 points. Could he? Sure. If Oklahoma City starts fouling, they might actually be down too much to start fouling, down 14 here with about 3:11 to go. So I don't know if the Joker will get there. I'm going to say he probably doesn't cash out our over. Would be our only loss today. Went 2-0 on the diamond. Hunter Brown over 6.5 Ks. That thing closed plus money. How you doing? Got that plus $1.15. It was minus 110 last night on the show. Money coming in towards the under on Brown. He gets 9 strikeouts for his 5th straight start. Don't doubt Hunter Brown. Great game, by the way. Great pitching duel. Brown, DeGrom, under with ease. Unders are seldom easy in this sport. And that under 7.5, 1-0 game. Never came close. So shaping up to be a 2-1 day. We'll see. OKC's cut it to a dozen here. Maybe Denver's got a little something in them. Is that Caruso on Jokic? Come on. Exploit him. And Caruso pokes it away. How about that? There's Jokic's first turnover of the game. 10-point game, 2:20 to go. OKC ain't quitting. Maybe we will get Joker 6 more points here down the stretch. Let's see what we got. Dodgers, little offensive eruption here against the A's was 3-2, now 6-2. We'll keep you updated as Caruso tries to poke it away again. Jokic recovers and feeds it off. Did get fouled, though. Is he going to be rewarded with a trip to the line? Dished it off to Braun. Are we going to get Joker free throws here? I would not be opposed. It looks like we are. Come on, Nicola. And the first one's good. 24 points. All right, we're not giving up on this Jokic over 28.5. Because, look, Meatloaf said 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but the goal here is a clean sweep. We are looking for 3-0. We've had an end one every day this week. Monday, 6-1. Tuesday, I want to make sure I get this right. Monday was 6-1. Tuesday, 3-1. Wednesday, 3-1. 3 bets today. So if Jokic stays under, it's 2-1. But I would love 3-0. We're 14-3, including today's 2 winners on the diamond. We've hit 14 out of our last 17 bets here on Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo. Don't you forget it. Joker hits both free throws, 111.99. He is now 4 points away from our over. He's got 25 as the Thunder get an N1. And you know what? I like it. I like it. I want OKC to chip away here. Make this one close. Get Joker, the ball. Believe Joker got called for the foul there. We'll have to check. That is his 4th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's updated. Hopefully not his 5th. So 4 fouls. Yep. No, that's 4. First free throw's good. 4 fouls for Joker. He is sitting there at 25 points, tied with Jamal Murray for your game high. How about Julian Strother with 15 off the bench? Wouldn't blame you if you didn't know who the heck that was. I mean, he is averaging 9 points per game off the bench this year. Youngster out of Gonzaga, but minutes have been limited this series. He got 9 points in the 47-point Game 2 blowout loss when they emptied the bench, but he has not played many minutes in important spots this postseason. Just 3 appearances in round 1 against the Clippers. 3 games, total of 16 minutes and 3 points. Those points all coming in garbage time on 1 bucket in that Game 7 blowout win. Thunder with the ball now. They're going to take a 3. Can they cut it to 6? No good. Loose ball rebound. Denver comes away with it. Murray ripping it. Ripping and spinning. And can we get it to Joker with 90 seconds left, please? No. Russ. I didn't need you scoring, Russ. I love the enthusiasm, Mr. Westbrook, but we didn't need that. Russ has 8. 4 starters in double figures for the Nuggets. Mentioned Jokic and Murray with 25, Braun with 21. Did Jokic just get fouled there? I think so. Are we getting Joker to the line? I think so. Oh, this is going to be a sweat. We need 4 more points out of Mr. Jokic in the final minute and 10 seconds. Denver's up 9. I would love Joker to hit a couple free throws and then have OKC come back, hit a 3, keep chipping away just enough to make them still need to foul, still want to foul in this one. Just got to make sure we don't get a Nuggets blowout situation here. I mean, game seems decided, but would ideally like Jokic to either get fouled or keep trying to get buckets here. 25 points. We need 29, 14 boards, 8 assists. What a night for Joker. Despite the fact he currently sits under on points, under on boards by a half. He's over on dimes. His Nuggets lead by 9. They have, to this point in the second half, been plus 12, facing a 3-point halftime deficit, 61-58, on their home court in the Mile High City, facing elimination. Hey, maybe I'm going to be right. Mother's Day. I said, after the Thunder pulled it out, the comeback fourth quarter win in Denver, I said on Mother's Day, I think the home team wins every game the rest of the series. Everyone said Denver was out for the count, that the Thunder were going to win Game 6. People were taking OKC to cover left and right this Game 6. And, I wish I played it, but you heard me say it on these airwaves yesterday. I said, look, gun to my head, I'm taking the Nuggets plus the points. Best bet was Jokic over 28.5. I thought win or lose, he would come out and have a big game, and a big game he's had. Even if he stays under this mark, he has had a phenomenal game for the Denver Nuggets as he heads to the line. Up 113-104. First free throw is true. And we are 3 points away from what would be a hell of a break. I mean, he had, 12 at halftime? Missed a layup and 2 free throws in the first half. Could have easily had 16. We'd probably be over this already. Second free throw's good. Give me one more Jokic bucket, please, in the final minute and 5 seconds here. Let's see what OKC does. Setting up for a 3. Jalen Williams in the corner. They're down 11. Here's Caruso. Off balance, top of the key. Good. Okay, it's what we need. Get it to Joker. Get it to Joker. Don't hesitate. Just timeout. Okay. Timeout. Let's take a timeout here. This summer, folks, go all in right here at Circa Las Vegas with the ultimate package, ultimate getaway package. Just $400. That comes with a 2-night stay right here at Circa, a $100 dining credit, a $100 beverage credit, and your very own daybed at Stadium Swim, where the party never stops. Nothing beat it last summer, sitting out there afternoon watching some midweek, weekday, afternoon baseball at Stadium Swim. It's the absolute best. All that, folks, can be yours for just $400, resort fees and taxes included. This limited time offer is valid for stays between May 26th and September 4th. That's Memorial Day to Labor Day. Don't miss out. Lock in. You're all in. Summer package now at circalasvegas.com. What do we got going on the ice? Winnipeg, 1-0. 6 minutes to go. Period number 2. Connor Hellbuck trying to keep it going. Can the Jets season stay alive? Couple of teams facing elimination. Overall 1 seeds in their conferences. The Capitals, the Jets. Washington went down 3-1. Carolina, likely a date with Florida in the Eastern Conference Finals. Although, hey, I don't want to count out our friends up north. We love the Maple Leafs. We love Toronto. We love Canada and our Canadian viewers. Don't want to count them out, but this is the ultimate Maple Leafs choke job. I mean, up 2-0, down 3-2. Ultimate choke job. Inexcusable, disgusting, terrible. It will likely be Florida taking on Carolina. Because aren't those the 2 biggest hockey markets, right? I think hockey. I think North Carolina and the state of Florida. But hey, they're the reigning champs down there in Florida for a reason. Here's Joker with the ball and... oh, man. Oh, baby. Nikola Jokic going to the line. 53 seconds left. OKC wanted the a poke away. Stripes blew the whistle. Can we get these? Come on, I don't need to see the replay 84 times, ESPN. Can we get the free throws in these 40 seconds before the break? Can we cash this? If he goes 2 for 2, we're good. The first one is up, and the first one is good. He's at 28. We have over 28.5. This is for a 3-0 day. If the second free throw is good, we go to the break with a sweep. And 15-3 this week. Last 18 bets. Give him the ball, Stripes. Give him the ball. We're fighting the clock. Dozen seconds to break. We need 1 free throw from Joker. It's up. It's good. 29 points, Nikola Jokic. 3-0 day. 15-3. Our last 18 bets. It's cashing out with Joe Ceraulo. We're handing out nothing but winners this week. See you on the other side.
Welcome back to Cashing Out here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
How about it? Nikola Jokic, over 28.5 points by the hook. 29, 14 boards, 8 assists, and a Game 7. The 2 best words in sports. The Denver Nuggets have this 1 seed, foregone conclusion to many to make the finals, Oklahoma City Thunder team on the brink. Now OKC's going home for Game 7. I would be lying if I said I didn't like the Thunder in Game 7. I believe that's going to be when on Sunday. But I said it last Sunday. I said it Mother's Day right here on Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo. I said the home team wins Games 5, 6, and 7. Everyone was saying OKC in 6. The shortest odds for a series exacta were OKC in 6. And I said give me OKC in 7. I wasn't buying that Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets were going to let anyone, I don't care if you're the best team in the NBA, I wasn't buying that they were going to let anyone go into their home court in the Mile High City and close them out and send them packing in Denver. Nope. In Oklahoma City, maybe. I think so. In Denver, absolutely not. So we get another Sunday matinee. Wow. 12:40 Pacific time. What is that? 2:40 p.m. local time? That is a weird time for a basketball game. Jared, what do you think about that? Our terrific producer, Jared Moore. Weird time for a basketball game or what? For a Game 7? 2:40 p.m.? He hates it. He hates it. 2:40 local time? That's terrible. That's terrible. Jared hates it just as much as I do. 2:40 p.m. local time. Imagine in Oklahoma City trying to get amped up and you're like, at 3 o'clock, I don't know, do I want a beer or do I want my mid-afternoon coffee? Do I need a pick-me-up or do I need a pound one? It's a weird time for a Game 7. Give us some primetime action, please. 7.5 point favorites Oklahoma City. Yes, that's Jared. If I'm looking down at my phone, that's Jared Moore reminding me. I know, I said 2:40 local time. It's 12:40 Pacific, 2:40 local time. I'm aware it's Central Time, Jared. Thank you. I passed geography class. OKC laying 7.5. The total, 211.5. Call me crazy. Do I take the points again? I think the Thunder win. And there might be some ways to manipulate that. Let's see. OKC, if it's too early, how many different ways to play this are offered right now. Can we get the Thunder to win by 1-4, 4-6? I think 7.5 is a lot of points. I don't know if I'm willing to lay that with Oklahoma City. In a Game 7 against the Joker, I know that Denver's on the road, but I don't think I'm willing to lay 7.5. I'm going to have to look for alternate ways to play this because that's just a number that I don't like. And are we already seeing 8? Has that already moved? A half point in the Thunder direction? I mean, the more it moves in OKC's direction, the more it's going to make me want to jump on the Nuggets. Hey, here's one. Joker double-double, minus 1,800. Yeah, that's reasonable, right? Honestly, I will never sit in this chair and tell you to place a bet minus 1,800. But Nikola Jokic to get a double-double? Is the sky blue? The Bears crap in the woods? Is Nikola Jokic going to get a double-double against this Thunder team that's bottom third in the league in rebounding? Come on now. 1,800, I'm not laying it. I wouldn't tell you to lay it. But it does feel like a short thing. The double-double. And there's two ways he can get it. It's not just points and boards. It could be points and dimes, even though it'll likely be boards against this OKC team. I love it. This thing moving. 7.5 to 8. Wow. How about Friday night? Knicks, Celtics. My Knicks laying 2.5. That money line is scooting. I saw minus 130 on the Knicks, Celtics money line at open. Now we're looking at minus 150 damn near on DraftKings. Wow. That's because, I normally would lay the points. If I like a short favorite, I'm going to lay the points, right? But this series, I was thinking about laying 30 cents. Right here at Circa, you can get away with 40 cents on the money line. It's probably my cutoff. I can't get there on 50 cents. 40 at Circa. There are a couple of minus 135s in town. Let me see what I could pull up. I will be back in California tomorrow, so ProfitX is in play, our friend, our sponsor. They are in play if I get the better price. We will keep you updated on that Knicks Celtics Game 6 as the series continues. Even though OKC Denver is in the books, we are not out of live action, folks. Winnipeg leading the Stars 1-0. Connor Hellebuck, how you doing? Keep the season alive. Can he do it? Can he send this back to Dallas for a Game 6? Look, I personally wouldn't give the Jets a prayer in a Game 6. They are 0-5 on the road this postseason. Lost 3 at St. Louis, lost 2 at Dallas. I don't think this would get to Game 7, but valiant effort. I'd respect that. I already respect the hell out of Hellebuck. Holding this Stars offense scoreless through the first, what are we at? 37.5 minutes of play? That is not easy. This is a dynamic Dallas offense. You got Mikko Rantanen, who's having an otherworldly stretch of postseason play here. And this Dallas team, they'd be one of the deeper offenses in the league if it weren't for Edmonton, right? And that's why that Dallas-Edmonton series, if it happens, is going to be so intriguing because you can just get scoring every line. Offense, defense, doesn't matter. You cannot take time off in that series. It's going to be, I expect, high-scoring affairs should we get the Oilers and Stars. And, we got some high-scoring affairs. Oilers-Kings. Early in the series, Oilers-Knights, games 1, 2, and 3 were higher scoring. I would think that Edmonton-Dallas, you could see some totals sitting there at 7 flat, potentially. We saw our fair share of 6.5s in the Edmonton-Vegas series. Over on the diamond, the Dodgers have blown this one open. I didn't want anything to do with it, and I'm not complaining. 3-0 day, 15-3 week. Certainly no shortage of winners here, but wow. 13-2 in the third inning. The Dodgers. Where was this? I know we cashed out on the run line yesterday, but that was a sweat. That was a sweaty run line yesterday. Where was this just night off, put your feet up and cash out a ticket yesterday, huh? It was 3-1 Dodgers after the first inning here tonight. A's got a homer from Schumann in the second to make it 3-2. Bottom of the second, Dodgers got 3 back, made it 6-2. And here in the third, they have put up a 7 spot. Shohei Ohtani with a 3-run home run. Andy Pajes with a 3-run home run, all here in the third inning. Ohtani's 14th of the year. 26 RBI. That's what happens when you have maybe the best power hitter in baseball hitting leadoff, right? And we've seen it with Schwarber in recent years, although thank God Rob Thompson and the Phillies figured that out, did the right thing, putting Schwarber down in the lineup in more of an RBI-prone position. But having Schwarber hit leadoff, silly to me. Having Ohtani hit leadoff, you can get away with it because Betts and Freeman and Muncy are all behind him. Muncy's got his 3rd home run of the year. He had 1 home run when he woke up yesterday morning on Wednesday the 14th. Now he's got 3. 2 homers, 2 days for Muncy, who's finally got that batting average above the Mendoza line, hitting .203 here as we stand currently. Pajes hitting .291, quietly having a great year. Michael Conforto just put a ground rule double in the right field stands. So he's on second with 2 outs. The A's on their second pitcher, Osvaldo Bido, 1 2/3, 6 earned runs. And in relief here, Jason Alexander has pitched 1 inning. It'll be 1 1/3 if he can get this out. But through 1 inning, he has allowed 7 earned runs. Should have left Bido in there. My goodness, what an embarrassment. Sauer got the start for the Dodgers. Matt Sauer, 26-year-old reliever, playing the role of opener. The Dodgers, at this point, he's at 54 pitches, right? Might as well see how long you can stretch him out. How many has he thrown? He went 4 innings, 42 pitches against Miami. He was ultra efficient. He threw 78 pitches against Miami in 5 innings on Tuesday the 29th in a 15-2 win. All right, so this is a guy you could stretch out to 80 pitches. Hopefully you get 2 more innings out of him in a blowout situation here. And then, hey, he can even qualify for the win. 13-2 lead. Alexander gets out of the third. He's gone in an inning and a third. 7 earned runs. Dodgers lead it 13-2. Hey, horse racing fans, get ready. VSiN at the Track is live tomorrow with everything you need to know about the Preakness Stakes. Join racing experts, friend of the show, VSiN host, everyone's favorite person, Mike Samich, who nailed the Superfecta in the Kentucky Derby, and Aaron Halterman as they break down the field, deliver expert analysis, and share their top picks. Don't miss it. VSiN at the Track, live tomorrow, 2:10 p.m. Eastern on the VSiN YouTube channel at VSiN Live.
Welcome back to Cashing Out here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
If you want to lay 12.5 runs with the Dodgers, you can do that. Even money at DraftKings. They lead at 13-2. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Matt Sauer doing a great job eating innings, preserving some bullpen arms there as an opener. Offense made it easy on him. Come on. I could give you 90 pitches and give the guys in the pen a break if you give me an 11-run lead in the 3rd inning. Dodgers bats fully awakened for this date with the A's. Minus 12.5 the run line, even odds. Money line off the board. Live total, 20.5. If you took the over, congratulations. Earliest cash out of your life. Might have cashed out in the second? Possible? I don't know. It was 6-2 in the second. What was the total in this one? 8.5. With the Dodgers, likely could have been like a 9. So definitely got there in that 7-run 3rd inning if it didn't get there in the second. Yeah, 9.5 the total. So got there in the 3rd inning. That is an early over, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the second intermission. Winnipeg, Dallas, the Jets lead. You're not going to hear much of that in football season. More on the NFL schedule release coming up. But the Jets lead 1-0 over the Stars. See, I have a problem with this. Hockey pricing. The Jets money line minus $4.45. Who in their right mind would lay that? A 1-goal lead, 20 minutes to go. Dallas. I mean, Rantanen put up a third period hattie against Colorado in Game 7. Who would lay $4.45 for a 1-goal lead? I mean, on the other, Dallas makes too much sense. 3-1 on the money line. And I'm not saying I think Dallas wins, and I'm hoping Winnipeg closes this one out, but that's just an absurd price disparity for a 1-0 game. Stars 3-1 on the money line. Puck line, Dallas is minus $1.40. Winnipeg minus 1.5 is plus $1.10. So we'll see final 20 minutes of play. We've got some time as they just hit the break not too long ago. So we will keep you updated on how this Game 5 shakes out. If the Jets can avoid what the Capitals fell to, and that's getting eliminated Game 5 at home today. Tomorrow, the Maple Leafs will try to fight off elimination in South Beach. They are 2-1 dogs, Toronto. The Leafs up 2-0 at one time in this series. Won the first 2 games north of the border, dropped the next 2 in South Beach, dropped Game 5 in Toronto, and now, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, the Florida Panthers will try to arrange a date with the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Finals. I will let you folks know if VSiN's own Jonathan Davis sends me a message during the show at any point tonight, as he oftentimes does with any bets for the Leafs-Panthers game tomorrow. Right now, I'm still deciding, probably staying away. Frankly, the way that the Leafs look, Panthers puck line is probably where I would go. Laying 1.5 goals plus $1.15. See if you shop around. Maybe that's just DraftKings. Maybe you get a better price elsewhere. That is probably where I would go. Best price on the market for that? Yeah, plus 115 pretty much across the board. Circa's got him by 2 cents, plus 117. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be where you'd go, right? Are we seeing any signs of life from the Toronto Maple Leafs? Let me know if you are. I'm sure as hell not. I mean, that was an embarrassment. What was the final? 6-1? I actually turned it off. Game 5. It was such a drubbing. I was like, I'm not even doing this split screen thing anymore. Leafs, Panthers, Knicks, Celtics. Let me just put Knicks, Celtics on. Let me go full screen for my Knicks instead of watching this drubbing with my peripheral vision. It was not worth my peripheral vision, that Game 5. I hate to say it. I want our friends up north, our Toronto Maple Leaf fan friends, to have some enjoyment in their lives. I just can't see this team coming back. Not against this Florida team. How about both Stanley Cup finalists from a year ago? I mean, we're a win away on home ice nonetheless. Game 6 tomorrow. We're a win away from both finalists last year being back in the conference finals. That is not easy to do. When you think about how long and grueling the Stanley Cup playoffs are, to get to your conference finals back-to-back years is damn impressive and damn difficult. I mean, that's why we've seen so many teams win every other year, right? We don't see back-to-back often. We've seen the Blackhawks win every other year. We saw the Kings win it in, 2012 against my Devils, and then 2014 against the Rangers, right? We've seen every other year happen, but it is really darn difficult to get the job done back-to-back seasons. And we could, at the very least, I would say it's likely that we could have a team appear in the Stanley Cup at the very least back-to-back years, right? I'm not saying Florida is going to repeat as champs, but if the Panthers put Toronto away and Edmonton is already in the conference finals, I'd say there's a good chance that one of those two gets back to the Stanley Cup finals, right? Incredible. I like the Oilers right now. They're hot as hell. And I know Dallas is good, and Dallas, thank goodness for themselves, they've figured it out. What do they have, 8 straight losses, 7 to end the regular season, and then Game 1 against Colorado? I mean, Dallas backed their way into the playoffs, but they've figured it out. They're as talented as anyone. That Stars-Oilers series, going to be fireworks. Absolute fireworks. Folks, this weekend, I'm excited. It is the inaugural rivalry weekend in Major League Baseball. And we're going to break it down with some terrific guests here tonight. We've got our friend, MLB reporter, and you can catch your terrific work giving out picks for Underdog, Michaela Bennett, joining the show in just about 10 minutes. VSiN College Hoops MLB expert, your favorite, Greg Hoops Peterson, going to join the show a little later on in about an hour as well. So no shortage of baseball talk with our sensational guest lineup here tonight. But I am stoked for rivalry week. I mean, it took long enough, but credit to Major League Baseball on this one, to Manfred and company on this one. I don't know why this didn't happen years ago, but it's here. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I mean, this is what we should have every year. We should always have a weekend dedicated to playing your rival. And now this isn't interleague play, right? Because that's what we used to. We used to have, and a lot of the games would be rivalry games. When interleague play started, we get, Mets-Yankees weekend. And then, Cleveland would play Cincinnati and St. Louis would play Kansas City. But back then the NL was 16 teams, so you'd always have the two National League teams playing each other that weekend. This is not all interleague, right? You've got Colorado, Arizona, considered a rivalry. You've got Detroit, Toronto, geographically a rivalry. So this is not, Pittsburgh, Philly, in-state, right? Same league, but in-state. It's not a weekend dedicated to interleague play like we used to have. Remember, interleague play used to be, June and July only? This is rivalry weekend. Whoever your geographic rival is, if you're the Phillies and the Pirates, you play each other twice every year, home and home, but now you're playing rivalry weekend. And I love the idea. Looking for some early spots here. How about the fact that the Washington Nationals are, albeit ever so slightly, underdogs against Baltimore? This is an Orioles team that is absolutely reeling. Just got swept at home against Minnesota in the span of about 24 hours. They lost 3 games. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They are in last place in the American League East, and they're not far off from the White Sox. Only 3 games ahead of the White Sox in the loss column for the basement in the American League. I know the Nationals aren't exactly hot themselves, right? They're just 2-8 in their last 10 as well. But they've got Mackenzie Gore on the bump opposite Cade Povich. And they're slight dog. I mean, it's practically a pick 'em. At some spots, minus 110 each way. In this case, the Nationals minus 108. So just dogs by 4 cents here. But I like that pitching advantage. Mackenzie Gore, I don't care about that 2-4 record. He's near the top of the league in Ks. He's been a consistent quality start machine this year. The guy is a certified bona fide stud. Cade Povich, as hittable as they come. I would look towards either the Nationals on the money line, or you're going to pay a little more juice. Maybe a first 5 play here. Minus 115. It gives you the push possibility. But Gore out there opposite Povich, I think that's a clear advantage for the Washington Nationals. And I'm sorry. I know coming into the season, Baltimore's lineup was the overwhelming reason that they were the second team in the odds market to win the American League East, which I disagreed with from the start. I said Red Sox should be second. Now, Boston's been disappointing in and of their own right, but a lot better than Baltimore. And this lineup's good. I don't think it's that much better than Washington's. They've got some pieces, undoubtedly, that are more seasoned. Gunnar, Adley, but it ain't that deep of a lineup. And Mackenzie Gore is an overwhelming advantage. I'm probably going to have a Nationals play. Coming up, we'll see what Michaela Bennett's plays are. On the other side, it's Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo.
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to Cashing Out here on VSiN. VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Cashing Out continues with me, Joe Ceraulo, taking you through the late hours of your Thursday night, right on in to your Friday morning. No better way to start your weekend than right here, as we've hit 15 out of 18 bets this week. Let's keep the heater rolling into rivalry weekend in Major League Baseball, and let's break it all down with MLB reporter. You can catch her picks, giving them out for Underdog, Michaela Bennett, joining the show now on the Progressive guest line. Michaela, going to dive into this Rangers-Astros game on Friday. But first, this series kicked off rivalry weekend officially Thursday night. Hunter Brown, Jacob deGrom with an incredible performance. I mean, look, maybe this makes us, quote-unquote old school baseball fans, right? This wasn't a slugfest that a lot of casual fans root for. But how much did you enjoy that 1-0 pitcher's duel?
Yeah, it's one of those games where you're like, nothing's going on, but so much is going on.
Yep.
And it's so exciting to watch. But again, one home run was the only run of the game, and just crazy what both pitchers were doing. Hunter Brown, incredible for the Astros this season, but super exciting. And what a night. I'm really excited for the rest of that series.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Hunter Brown gets the loss, and I think he helped his case for the American League Cy Young Award with 8 innings of 9 strikeout ball, a complete game in a loss, almost unheard of, especially nowadays. But let's get into Friday. Lance McCullers on the bump for Houston. He's back. His long-awaited return was a little disappointing, but hopefully he can settle into a bit of a rhythm here. He's opposite Nathan Eovaldi, who has a sub-2 ERA, has quietly been sensational for this Rangers rotation. What do you like here, Astros-Rangers Friday night?
I like the Rangers money line here. I actually like them run line at -1.5. I think with Lance, he still has a lot to figure out on the mound. His last 2 starts, granted the first one was against the White Sox, but the last one back in Houston wasn't exactly the best outing, not even making it out of the first inning. So I am going to take the Rangers money line on this. I think that they could easily get some early runs in the game, but I'm hoping that it's a better matchup than it has been for some of Lance's starts.
All right, Michaela, let's take it to my home. Let's take it to New York City. I'm a little disappointed here. Mets, Yankees, we're getting an opportunity with great value on my Mets, plus $1.20, but you're going on the other side here. Why do you like the Yankees game 1 of the Subway Series?
I think the Yankees players are going to be really up for it. Yes, it's the division, it's the Subway Series, but I think with Juan Soto coming back to the Bronx, I think the Yankees players kind of are going to be, a lot of adrenaline running. I also think Luke Weaver has been crazy as a closer. And so I like the Yankees in this game just for the shock factor of Soto coming back to the Bronx and like what the team is playing for in this first game.
Look, I absolutely can't wait for this one. It's not going to be an easy task. The Yankees have been really good defending that home field of theirs. Carlos Rodon, he's been a little inconsistent at times, but for the most part, in his last 5 starts, he's looked fabulous. Hard to go against your pick there, but that might be the one, I'm sorry to say, I'm rooting against you on. How about Atlanta, Boston, Fenway Park, a couple of lefties with Cy Young aspirations, Chris Sale, Garrett Crochet. What's your best bet in this game?
I like Crochet over 5.5 strikeouts. I think he's been really good. I think the Red Sox are doing well right now. And so if Crochet is on his P's and Q's, I'm going to take him over 5.5 strikeouts on this game.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a low total for Garrett Crochet going out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like looking at it and I was like, oh, it's only 5.5. I could do 6.5, 7.5 almost. I feel like the 7.5 is kind of where it's like, maybe, but at 5.5 feels like a gimme on this one.
Yeah, this might be a good ladder opportunity. It's an Atlanta team that, even though they've been hitting the ball better as of late, they're climbing up back near around 500. They do strike out a lot, and they have been, even in successful seasons years past recently, they've been prone to striking out. So it does seem like a spot where maybe Crochet doing a ladder with his strikeouts could work for you. How about another dominant lefty who's been money on his K-props? What do you like in your home state, St. Louis, Kansas City?
Yeah, I'm going to take Cole Reagans right here for over 6.5 strikeouts. He's averaging over 8 a game. I think he has 65 so far for this year. And the past few games, it's been 9, 10, 11 strikeouts. So this one being 6.5 feels like a no-brainer. I'm going to take that for Cole Reagans. He's been incredible on the mound. He's just striking out everyone. I think being in Kansas City, it's going to be really good for them to be back after coming off a couple losses in Houston. So for the boys to get an off day today and then go into the rivalry series against the Cardinals tomorrow, I think Reagans is going to be really up for it.
All right, so Michaela, before we get to your next pick and your final pick, let's stop right here for a minute with Cole Reagans and the Royals, because I know that this is the team that you are truly passionate about, or I should say at least one of them. I mean, what's going on with Kansas City? The last time we spoke, things were looking pretty grim for the Royals. All of a sudden, they're 25-20, and they've cooled off a bit, but what did they win at one point? 16 out of 18 games? What
16
changed?
16 out of 18, yeah. It looked like they were having fun. Yeah. And I think that was one of the biggest things. And you can tell when they're having fun, they play better as a team. Vinny started hitting better. Miguel Garcia has just skyrocketed and he started picking up. And so it was the other guys. It wasn't just Bobby Witt Jr. anymore. And so the other guys are really picking it up. I do think they, kind of gotten a little stale the past few games. Salvador Perez could definitely hit better. I think he was the only one the other night that didn't get a hit in Houston, but I like them right now. They're in a very tough division, the AL Central. I think if the playoffs were today, they would have 4 teams in the playoffs, which is crazy. But the Royals, if they can keep it rolling, they have a really good shot at making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, their pitching has been great. And I want to give you credit because you came on the show during spring training and you said that you thought Seth Lugo would have a comparable season to what he did a year ago. And so far, he's done that. I mean, the ERA is 3 flat. I don't care about the record 3-4. I'm a big proponent of wins are not a pitcher's stat. But Lugo with the 3 flat ERA, not a big strikeout guy, just effectively pitching to contact. And then how about Chris Bubich? I mean, did you see this coming out of him, a sub-2 ERA?
No, I mean, I was impressed with him last season, towards the end of the last season, but this Chris Bubich that we're watching right now is just incredible. And he's giving so much to the rotation that, losing Singer, having Bubich in the rotation now really picks that up. And they're starting pitching right now. You couldn't ask for anything better. Michael Lorenzen the other night. I mean, when you have a position player turned pitcher and doing what he's doing on the mound right now, it's really impressive. And I think their starters had like a sub-2 for the month of April. You can't really ask for more than that. And I think that was what really helped them win the 16 out of 18 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, Lorenzen's improved. Michael Wacha has the ERA under 3 on the year. This pitching has been nothing short of superb for Kansas City thus far. All right, let's get to your final bet. Let's stay in the AL Central. Detroit taking on Toronto as part of rivalry weekend. We've got an offensive prop. What do you like here?
Yeah, I like Javier Baez for over 0.5 bases. I think he's getting at least 1. He's been coming out of his shell and he's been, I don't know, is he back? But he's been doing really well right now and he's kind of on a streak. And so, it's not every day necessarily, but he's been doing well. I think he's going to have a good game tomorrow in Toronto. So I'm going to take him over 0.5 bases on this.
Michaela, as always, sensational stuff. Really appreciate you hopping on. Thanks for coming on, talking some ball, giving out some picks. Appreciate you.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Have a good night.
Make sure you follow her on Twitter at MichaelaB_22. That's MLB reporter. And giving out picks for Underdog. Michaela Bennett doing a sensational job in that new role with Underdog, giving out some daily props over there. And now right here on Cashing Out. Folks, smarter betting starts right here, and it lasts all year long with a VSiN Pro subscription. Sign up on an annual subscription and get 14 months for just $1.99 when you use the promo code PRO. That's 2 extra months free for under 50 cents a day. Become a VSiN Pro subscriber today and get instant access to daily best bets, including PGA best bets from Kelly Bidlin and Wes Reynolds, who have cashed multiple winners this year. Wes, some 100 to 1 or longer, and Preakness picks from our own pony expert, Mike Samich, who, of course, nailed that Derby Superfecta. $1 paid almost $1,700 on that bad boy. Exclusive betting splits from DraftKings and Circa also included, 24/7 live video and show replays on the VSiN Watch app, plus full access to VSiN.com's analytics, trends, and expert breakdowns. Sign up now, VSiN.com/subscribe. Use the code PRO. That's VSIN.com/subscribe. You know, Michaela asked a question, and I think it's a fair one to ask. Is Javi Baez back? I've got an interesting relationship with Javi Baez because my Mets gave up Pete Crow Armstrong for him, but that's not his fault. And I'll tell you what, seeing the slumps he's endured in recent years, 5 homers, a .310 average, he might be back, and it might be great for baseball. More Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo up next.